What if I told you that Liverpool haven't got the best kit in the Premier League this season? Neither have Manchester United, neither have Arsenal, and Manchester City? They're not even close. In fact, the shirt sitting at the top of the fan rankings belongs to a club that nobody expected to see there. So, which clubs have actually nailed their 2026-27 kits? Let's count down the top 10 Premier League kits of the season. And trust me, the top 5 are where things get really interesting. Number 10, Chelsea Away. Chelsea have gone with Nike again for 2026-27, and their away strip has managed to make it into the top 10 despite the Blues' home shirt getting much less attention. The away kit takes a cleaner approach, with a design that feels very different from Chelsea's traditional royal blue home strip. And that's probably part of the appeal. It doesn't try to do too much. It feels modern, but there's still enough character to make it stand out. And for Chelsea, that's important, because when you're competing against clubs bringing back iconic designs from the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s, a plain modern kit can easily get lost. This one hasn't. Chelsea's away strip has made the cut. Number 9. Aston Villa Away. Aston Villa have had a seriously strong year when it comes to their kits. The club are wearing Adidas again, and their away strip has been one of the better-rated designs among supporters. The interesting thing about Villa's kits this season is that they haven't needed to go overboard. The colors and identity are still there, but Adidas have given the designs a more modern feel, and that balance seems to be working. Villa's home kit is actually even higher up this ranking, but we'll get to that later. Number 8. Liverpool Away. Liverpool's away kit has received plenty of attention this season, and it's easy to see why. The Reds and Adidas have gone for a design that feels modern while still keeping that unmistakable Liverpool identity. The famous badge is right there, the colors give the shirt a distinctive look, and the overall design manages to stand out without going completely over the top. And that's probably what makes it work. It still looks like a Liverpool kit, but it doesn't feel like another copy of the traditional red home strip. For a club with such a massive global following, that's not always easy to get right. But Adidas seem to have pulled it off here. And the supporters clearly agree, with Liverpool's away shirt making it into the top 10 fan-rated Premier League kits, because there are some serious surprises coming. Number 7. Sunderland Home. Sunderland are back in the Premier League, and they've brought a bit of history with them. The Black Cats home kit is inspired by the side that won the FA Cup in 1937. That's almost 90 years of history being brought into a modern football shirt. And it works because the design doesn't forget what Sunderland are. Red and white stripes, a traditional look, a nod to the club's past. Rather than trying to make the shirt look futuristic, Hummel have leaned into the heritage. And considering how popular retro football shirts have become, that's a smart move. Sunderland aren't just wearing a new kit, they're wearing a reminder of one of the biggest moments in the club's history. And that has clearly gone down well with supporters. But now, we're entering the top 6. And this is where things get really interesting. Number 6. Aston Villa Home. Villa appear again. This time, it's their home strip. And this one is probably easier to appreciate if you like classic football kits. Adidas have kept the famous claret and blue combination at the heart of the design. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that completely changes the identity of the club. Just a clean, sharp Villa shirt with a modern finish. And sometimes, that's exactly what a good football kit should be. It doesn't need massive graphics. It doesn't need 6 different colors. It just needs to look like the club. And this one does. The fact that both Villa's home and away kits have made the top 10 tells you something. They've had one of the strongest overall kit collections in the league this season. Number 5. Crystal Palace Away. Crystal Palace aren't normally the first club you think of when someone asks you about the best kits in the Premier League. But their away strip has made the top 5. And that's a serious result. The Eagles are working with Macron this season, and the away design gives them the chance to move away from the traditional red and blue look. It's more adventurous, but it still feels connected to Palace. And that's the difficult part. A kit can look brilliant on its own, but if you remove the badge, can you still tell which club it's supposed to belong to? With Palace, the identity is still there, and supporters have clearly responded. But now, we're down to the final 4, and this is where the biggest clubs start getting pushed aside. Number 4. Brighton Away. Brighton have produced one of the most popular away strips of the season. And once again, Nike have shown that you don't need a huge club name to produce a kit that gets people talking. Brighton's famous blue and white identity is well known, But the away kit gives the designers more freedom to step away from that traditional look. And they've used it. The result is a shirt that feels fresh without completely losing the Brighton identity. It's also part of a bigger trend we're seeing across the Premier League this season. Away strips are flying. Fans seem to be responding particularly well to designs that are different from the usual home colors. And that's why the top 10 is packed with away kits. Number 3. Arsenal Away. The Gunners have produced one of the standout away kits of the season. And this is where Arsenal's famous identity meets a completely different color palette and design approach. Adidas have once again gone into the club's history for inspiration. And it has worked. The shirt has picked up a huge amount of attention from supporters and sits right near the top of the fan rankings. And considering Arsenal are the reigning Premier League champions going into the new season, their kit collection was always going to receive plenty of scrutiny. The home shirt itself has a strong traditional feel, but it's the away strip that has really caught the eye. Number 2. Manchester United Away. This one is a proper throwback. Manchester United have brought back royal blue for the away strip, a color that has a strong history with the club. Adidas have also brought back the classic trefoil logo, giving the shirt a distinctly retro feel. And this is exactly the sort of kit that gets supporters talking. It's not trying to be futuristic. It's not covered in complicated graphics. It's simply taking a classic Manchester United idea and giving it a modern update. And the response has been huge. United's away kit is right at the top of the fan rankings, and Footy Headlines had it inside the top 3 alongside Nottingham Forest. But if you're a United fan thinking, surely this is number 1, not quite, because there's one kit that has beaten it, and this is where the biggest surprise of the entire countdown arrives. Number 1. Nottingham Forest Away. According to Footy Headlines' August 16th fan vote update, Forest's away kit was rated the best Premier League kit of the 2026-27 season, with a score of 4.05 out of 5. The kit is made by Adidas, and it gives the club a completely different look from the traditional Garibaldi red home shirt. And that's probably a big part of why it has attracted so much attention. It's different, it stands out, and most importantly, the fans seem to like it. But there's an interesting twist. Forest's home kit hasn't received anything close to the same reaction. In fact, Football Kit Archive's ratings show a huge gap between the Forest home shirt and the highly rated away strip. So Forest have somehow gone from a relatively unpopular home design to the best rated kit in the league. Same badge, same club, same manufacturer, completely different reaction. And that's exactly why Football Kit rankings are so entertaining. Because there isn't a single formula for making a great shirt. Sometimes history works. Sometimes simplicity works. Sometimes you need to take a risk. And sometimes a club like Nottingham Forest simply gets it right. But do you agree? Is the Forest away kit genuinely the best in the Premier League? Or have the fans got this one completely wrong? Or maybe there's a kit that hasn't even made this top 10 that deserves the number 1 spot. Let us know your pick in the comments. Because when it comes to football kits, everyone's got an opinion.